Love is love. Love is love.
The last couple of years have been especially interesting and expensive Assetto Corsa track mods. More and more, we get to see huge free roams added into it. The star of today's video is certainly one of those, and I've covered this in the past, but over a year later, a revisit is totally worth it, especially with the improvements it has received. For those who don't know Shutoko Revival Project, they are a passionate team trying to recreate the Shoto Expressway or the network of toll highways in the greater area of Tokyo. What the SRP is bringing into the table is a huge open world bursting with detail with over 170 kilometers of track in a mod that completely explores the limits of Assetto Corsa's engine and still doing so in a way that is playable and enjoyable to drive on. These tracks, or Shuto, they have a big significance in terms of car culture and underground street racing, with underground groups like Midnight Club, which popularity spawned multiple video games with its namesake, or the Midnight Club series, Tokyo Extreme Racer, Megalopolis Expressway Trial Film Series, and finally, one of the most known pop culture icons, which will be One Gun Midnight. This behemoth of a mod covers the area of the C1 Belt Loop, the Bayshore area that passes through Haneda Airport, and goes all the way to Okayama and then back to Tokyo through the Kawasaki Ward and Ota City. What is impressive about this track is not the size per se, but the effort that these guys have put into the track in terms of replicating all the areas with the relevant buildings, details, signposts, bridges, off-ramps, toll booths, or even landmarks. Those include, but are not really limited to, the Tokyo Tower, the giant sky wheel, or even the Rainbow Bridge, which will even light up at the nighttime. It's a tremendously immersive experience driving through the roads and the tunnels of Shuto. Sadly, SRP is really limited by what Assetto Corsa brings, not in terms of the size of the track that Assetto Corsa is able to manage, but more because that it doesn't really have any dynamic AI to populate these vast roads with random appearing traffic. Nonetheless, this track has a good following and a few servers are up where you can cruise or race with other drivers, including a few by the SRP Discord team. The pit boxes will always have someone or even groups ready to go for a ride, either that be in a spirited cruise, a high-speed technical chase around the C1 loop, or even a VMAX run at the Bayshore stretch. So that means even if the stretch of roads might be huge, and they really are, it's easy enough to find a group to go with and make these roads less lonely. If you want to join some of the SRP's server, there's another pack that you'll need to download, which will have some cars inspired by or related to the underground racing scene, including some of the highly modified Skylines, RX-7s from the FC and FD generation, a highly tuned SW20 MR2, and a few others that are able to go well above the 300 km/h or 186 mph mark. Some might be put off by these car mods, but regardless, they are well within the spirits of the Shuto scene. In my opinion, Shuto is best enjoyed with the custom shaders patch and Sol. With the 24-hour cycle that those mods bring into Assetto Corsa, road lights in the city will light up, adding in that extra layer of awesomeness to the roads. Landmarks like Rainbow Bridge will exhibit its colors during the nighttime, which makes for a tremendous look that really doesn't get old in my opinion. You really don't need these graphical mods, but you would be losing a significant part of the experience without them. Still, it must be said, due to the size of the track and the complexity of it, SRP will require a competent system to run it. Shuto Revival Project is a highly recommended mod in my opinion, and if you want to download the track and the car pack, you may do so in SRP's Discord, which is available below. As a point of interest, we do some cruises every so often, and SRP is one of the tracks we run with. If you want to join some of these cruises, also check our Discord below. The link will be available in the description and also in the pinned message. And I'm going to leave you guys here. Tell me in the comments what you think about SRP, and also leave me in the comments other free roams that you do enjoy. We might do some cruises later on, or I might have an extra look on it afterwards. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. Also consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you'll see new videos and streams as they come out. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.